Hello, welcome back for hopefully the final part in this Novgorod run. Originally as Rurik, now as Grigori, his son, with the intention of trying to form the Empire of Russia. We are 5 counties short of being able to trigger forming the empire. We'll need a little bit more money as well, but I think that's not the big deal. The big deal is taking these 5 more counties. If we have a quick look at the Empire of Russia. And am I selected? If I can be selected at the same time, we can see that all of this is within my realm. In fact, my realm stretches just a little bit further into East Slavia. So all and up here, all of this. Actually, I don't have this one. I could capture this one, but all the rest, all of these, belong to Khazaria, and Khazaria is my kind of like nemesis state, really, because they are a very, very powerful neighbour. Been very conscious of them throughout the game, really, trying to make sure that I'm never weak, so they can attack me. And they haven't attacked me, but that's literally because after each battle I'm rebuilding my army and making sure that I'm in a strong position all of the time. So we're going to do a quick analysis of what we need to do in order to make this war a success. They are no pushover, 3,926 troops versus our 9,479. It makes it sound like we're way stronger. But of course, a lot of those forces are levies. If we have a look at their main men-at-arms, they have it's nearly 6. Well, they have. If they're allowed to rebuild, they've got 600 horse archers. The horse archers are formidable. Having said that, I myself have Varangian veterans of about 600, I think, and then about 1,000 of the Drazen, the kind of Russian heavy infantry. So I should be able to win. Also, it's rather helpful that they're losing a war at the moment. They're defending a war against Prince Attila. They're obviously busy fighting that. It's why they've got 506 horse archers instead of 600. But they do have some big allies, so I need to think a little bit about them. So here, first off, we've got the Kargan Gizi Uzur Ulur of the Kyrgyz Khanate. Okay, so he's modest in strength. Has lots of allies of his own, but he's modest in strength. So I'm not desperately worried about him. I'm a bit more worried about this one, the Hungarian king. No, actually, he's modest in strength as well. So they've got allies worth about 2,000 if they can come to their aid. But the king of Hungary, the Garlic king, is already involved, obviously, as an ally defending this war, but also has a war of his own. And my suspicion is, and that's a defensive war, and my suspicion is that if we can attack quite quickly, Hungary will be too busy involved in that war in order to come to their aid. And to be clear, what we're going to be attacking is we're going to be attacking. I'm not going to declare war. I'm just going to show you here. We're going to go for a conquer a duchy. All of these are quite small. There's only like 1 or 2 counties that I could take, but Chernikov is in the Russian Empire, and we can see it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 counties. It borders my territory, which means I can send troops back to kind of get resupply. We've got these 2 counties right on my border, adjacent to each other, so I can siege them both at the same time, keeping my levies ready to come to their aid if there's going to be a battle. I can just do this with my men-at-arms. And the 2 armies are self-supporting, so if I get attacked, we can quickly move together. And we're on this side of the river, so depending on which way they come, it might be that we got some benefits from the fact that they might have to cross a river. We can then take Novgorod, Sversky, and Starodub in the same way, 2 adjacent armies working together. By the time I've taken those 4 counties, I suspect we will have been engaged in some sort of a major battle, which will, shape what we do afterwards. But then what we'll do is we'll simply, hopefully, assuming everything's going fine, we'll cross this river here, and we will press on to these 2, which are a little bit further apart from each other. Now, That won't be enough in and of itself to win the war, but when I control all of these counties in this duchy, I think I'll be getting some ticking time score. I might have won a battle. I'll be have quite a positive, hopefully, score. It'll just be a question of perhaps winning a couple of more battles, taking a few more counties along the border here to secure the 100%. It's only going to cost us 188, so it's going to be fine. We want to do a little bit of preparation first. I've got a lot of prestige. I've also got some look at my court here. I've got two. Did this search just before we went live, so I've got this unmarried court here. I'm really tempted to get myself another brilliant general, but this is what I really want. I want to look for people with great prowess, and this guy has 35 and he's a berserker. Because I've got quite a lot of bonuses to my to my knights, it's worth getting these really, 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 really strong knights. So she's married. Who's she? I really hope I hit matrilineal for that other one. What's this lady gonna find? I mean, another berserker on 28. Absolutely spot on. Still got tons of this stuff. I'm still tribal. So let's increase the size of this. Let's just go all the way up to the top. Now what I actually have is two separate armies here. I can have an army with a force of Varangian veterans and one force of Druzina. I kind of like that. Vehement. Right, do you know what would be useful? Let's get rid of these guys. Do you know what? I'm just going to go for more of these. Okay, they're just good. Spent a lot of my dosh, a lot of my prestige, but all I've got to do now is wait for that to rebuild, and we will go to war. Is it worth thinking about an alliance? Like, can we ally? Well, who can we ally? I've certainly got a daughter here, Feodora. Let's just have a look at alliance power. So he would give us a very, very big army. Who is he? All right, so he's in. I mean, that won't have even land matrilineal. Well, let's just go for that then. Okay, so I've got a good alliance. I'm waiting for my heavy infantry to build up. There's a possibility that I need a little bit more prestige, but actually, I'm stressed at my bonds. So let's do all of the things that reduce that. Call a hunt. Might even donate to charity. Right, so that's cheered me up a little bit. Right, let's hit go and see what happens, and let's hope we get three marriage acceptances, and that I hit matrilineal for that courtier. Once this war's finished and I've won it, and I've saved up 500 and I've become the Emperor of Russia, I'm going to be putting the rest of my life into becoming a powerful feudal empire. Very, very slowly might be working my way a little bit towards getting all of the Slav area, so that one day I can form the unite the Slavs. But it's this that I'm really after, the feudal thing. So I'm well on my way to. Well, organised faith is very simple. Once the wars are finished, I'm just simply going to adopt the Slavic religion, which is called Slavianskan. So I'll adopt that, and that's an organised religion. So that would be that. Absolute tribal authority. We are on high tribal authority already, so it's just a question of paying a little bit of. I can do that whenever I want. I'm distinguished development in. We'll have a look at Novgorod in a minute. 70% of all military and civil era innovations, we need 2 more for that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got 8. This one, crop rotation, is our fascination. It's going to be 42 years. It may not be in Grigori's lifetime, but of course, once we've become the emperor, we can start doing things to speed that along a little bit. And we're being exposed to onagers. We'll have that in 21 years. So that is likely to be within his lifetime. So it's quite possible that we could go feudal within Gregori's lifetime. Let's just have a look at Novgorod. Development of 5. Okay, so we're on our way, but it's got to be 10. So it might be worth investing in a better steward. Do you know what? He's a better steward. That reduced that quite significantly. All right, well, we're pleased with that. All right, so I found an unmarried woman in my prisons, so I've released her, and she's joined my court. So we look for another very, very powerful. Yeah, that seems good enough to me. And they're all berserkers. There's a chance of them absolutely going nuts. Okay, I want to just see if anything has changed. Oh, yes. Okay, Khazaria is no longer at war. It is being raided. It's no longer at war. It doesn't look particularly strong. Does have 400 gold, so there is the possibility of bringing in mercenaries. Let's just look again at who these people are. Okay, the Kyrgyz Khaganate, much stronger now. A little bit worried. I think I kind of feel a little bit like I've kind of almost like missed an opportunity. Luckily, this guy is involved in a war. He is strong, but he's involved in a war. Well, we got a plan. I think we need to go ahead and we need to do it. Declare war. Duchy. Chernikov. It's saying he's got 9,000, including his allies. Okay, I'm calling my allies in. Declare war. Okay, we're going to start placing our rally point. And I think we want it literally just here, don't we? Okay, and what we are going to raise here is all men at arms. That's annoying. I just wanted them all in one place. Never mind. Okay. So slow and steady wins the war. Well done. I'm dead. Okay. Have I still got my ally? Luckily, I haven't lost my ally. I've lost an awful lot of levies. I'm kind of thinking that they're going to come back. I don't know that there's anything I can do. Let's give this as my focus. And I need someone to educate me. So I'm now Helgi. Looks like it'll be Helgi that will become the first. Luckily, there is only one heir. So I've lost no land. Helgi is very young, only 5, so I'm not going to be able to even sway anyone for a bit. I've really got to hope that this levy situation improves. Because that's worrying. The levy situation is worrying. I'm going to have to give away a county, I think. What is my worst county? Corson. Give it to my marshal. Buy a little bit of loyalty from him. Also, just check. I've only got 12 now. It's like kind of everything. Right, my levy amount is actually slowly improving. Here they come. This is making me feel better. I've got a very, very large Swedish army coming down to support me. The numbers of my levies are going up. Even my kind of money is going up through monthly income. I can raise these. because I'm fighting a non-Asatru. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, all right. Right, let's put a commander in charge of these. Actually, need to have a look who. Right, let's go. Just go ahead to there. Okay, I need to find out who my commanders are actually. Okay, I could do with somebody in charge of that one. Okay, good. We're in good shape. Right, what are we going to do with this? Knight effectiveness up 15%. Anything that's going to help us with this this key war. Okay, so I'm going to accept a control level changing because I don't want to be involved in a war against my own people. All right, they're doing this, which is lovely. Okay, so I've won a number of sieges, which is super. There's a lot of dying going on with you know, the cost of attrition. But we're on 9%. Right, feel like there's a lot of problems going on at the moment. Right, can we put them off? Let's just do that. Not ideal, but I just want to win this war. I don't want any distractions. Right, okay, they are actually up here fighting me. All right, so what we are going to have to do is complete this sequence of sieges and then go and fight their army. Okay. We're gonna meet there. Oh, we might just catch these guys. We can do it, yep. Right, they're coming in. They're coming in. They had the sense to stay out. All right, let's just have a look at these two battles. Killed nearly 2,500, lost 111. I'd be quite interested in the details. Oh no, they lost everything. They lost everything. Sorry. Okay. But only from 100. They got 600 altogether. Let's have a look at this battle. Didn't lose so many. And some of their horse archers have survived. But it shows we can defeat them. We can defeat the horse archers. If we have a quick look at the score at the moment, they've still got 7,500, but we've got 14,000 soldiers. We haven't even brought our levies in yet. I think we need to start getting the levies doing the job of besieging places. So let's get some levies here, and well, let's just put raise all here. Right, we're undersupplied. I think we need to go back, get some supply. Right, we may lose this. Right, gaining 20 a month, gaining 20 a month. Right, what have we got going up here? Right, so this is... Okay, Korsun is under siege. Okay. Okay, Right, trying to catch an army is frankly difficult. Right, we are winning. Okay. How big a victory was that? Killed nearly 2,000, lost 1,000. Got us up to 76 though. Okay, let's go back to here. And this guy, send him there. I've got to say, the Swedes have not been hugely helpful. I think they've helped in a couple of battles. I mean, have they actually captured a city yet? Absolutely hopeless. Right. So this is about to end. Ooh. Here they come. Right. Okay, let's put, who do we put in charge? He's in charge there. Okay, no, we're going to go for this now. Let this siege complete, because I win this battle. Okay, we're on 81. I don't think they'll get in time. We're losing. Ah, we're winning. Okay, how big a victory was it? Yeah, that's a big victory, but they still got 4,000 left. But we are now on 98. Okay, all right. Right, you go there. Okay, we've done it. We have done it. I'm ignoring all kinds of things here I should be looking at. Enforce demands. Okay. Can ransom this guy. Okay, I can ransom this person for 25. Very, very close to the 500 that I need. If I can become the emperor, I don't need to give away another territory. Oh, I've got a... Why not? How old am I? At just 9 years old, and I am about to become Empress Helgi Grigorovich. Actually, who's my heir? Player heir and sister. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Now, I could, of course, be raiding while I'm waiting for this to click up to 500. I'm not raiding deliberately because I'm a little bit anxious about some of these factions. I just want to build up my strength. You know, I should be on 10,000, you know, and I'm on 7. Having said that, most of my men-at-arms are now back up. Well, all of my men-at-arms are now up at full strength. I've got so little prestige. I'm so sort of negative. I can't even improve my military. All the time I'm growing up. Already 10. One more month I can do it. Okay. Russia, Empire of. Create title. I am now a mighty Tsar. If I have a little look at my titles, I'm the Empress of Russia. I'm the King of Novgorod, of Bajamland, Vladimir, White Rus. It's all of them except, I think, Ruthenia. I'd like to become Queen of Ruthenia as well. The only place I really want to be the Queen of is Novgorod, and from now on, I'll start raiding again. It is Novgorod that's going to be getting all the benefits of the sort of investment. I also need to send this young lady on a pilgrimage because she needs to be a little bit more religious. Because I want her to change to Slavyanska Pravda, and this is going to cost her. Most people will convert. Loads of people will convert with you. It's going to cost you 900. So I think we've got to save up now for her to go on a pilgrimage so she can get enough faith in order to make that happen. We're at 10% at the moment. How are we doing in Novgorod for development growth? We're on 6. So where because what I'd like to do, I think, is I'd like to find 1, 2, 3, 4 really, really good leaders, councillors, and make them all kings. Okay, do you know, there's a degree of... I'm going to stop here. I'm going to stop here because there is a degree of stability. I'm more than capable of protecting myself against this quite powerful faction if and when it does ultimately trigger, although I'm not in a very good position to stop it from happening. It will probably happen. But I think I'm in a perfectly good place to protect myself. I'm going to do some kind of low-risk raiding into my traditional raiding grounds of Estonia. And it's become quite a wealthy region, you know. So this is, you know, there's like that's not an insignificant amount of wealth there to raid. I can also raid north into Karelia. This guy here, yeah, he's not too dangerous. So what I want is I don't want to ever be very far away, really, from my own territory. Will this guy accept vassalisation? No. Okay, probably because I'm a female or whatever it is. So, anyway. And obviously, I'm going to want to go to war with Khazaria again and get the rest of the kind of the Russian territory. And there's a fair bit. It's all this along here. I'm going to need to save up the money to become the king of Ruvenia. And when I am the king of Ruvenia, what I'm going to do is I am going to, when I feel that I'm confident, I'm going to take land off people like this. Simply going to revoke it. I'm going to have to fight a war over it because on decline, all of these guys will rise up against me, but I think I can handle them. You know, they're not. I mean, you know, take this guy for example. You know, 500-600 troops, poor quality men at arms. That's kind of, I think, it's pretty much sort of typical of. I mean, what Kerry's been around for a long time. What's he got? 800. Again, relatively poor quality men at arms. So. Well, that's an interesting match. Okay, so I'm going to do that because I want all of Novgorod to be in my domain eventually. So that's going to be like a kind of long-term goal. I'm also going to be investing. So as I go on these raids, the money and the prestige is going to be going into buildings, particularly ones that give prestige and money. In order to snowball and gradually make it much more powerful. So that's one of the things that I'm going to be working on. I'm also, if I just look at this duchy title here, Novgorod duchy title here, I'm going to change the law to the one that I'm allowed. Right, it might have to be the feudal one. Might have to wait till I'm feudal. Can I actually do this? Scandinavian elective. I could use this now. If I had enough prestige. Obviously I don't, I've saved, I could do that. Or when I go feudal, I could use feudal elective. I want to just make the duchy, I want to control all of the counties, all of them to be in my domain, because then I get all of the votes to decide who is going to inherit it. So in the future, whenever my heir dies, I will always be the emperor and the king of Novgorod, and have the duchy of Novgorod and all of its constituent counties. So I basically hang on to that kind of important power base, the most important duchy in the realm, and the empire title. Essentially, I don't need to worry about succession anymore once I'm in that position. So quite a lot of development, probably all of her life. I mean, she's getting the learning. She's got the learning focus. So hopefully she's going to be very, very good at learning. And actually, who is her? This lady here is a level 3. What I'm really hoping is that we're able to fly through sorry, this was it, fly through these. So in 15 years, for example, we're going to get onager, and in, it says 34 years, but once she hits 16, we can accelerate the process of getting crop rotation. She's going to change to the local faith. I'll hit the wrong button again here, so she's going to change to Slovianskan, and then she's going to start converting anything that in Russia that isn't Slovianskan into Slovianskan. So gradually, starting off probably with these Asatru ones, we want to kind of change that really. So we have the Slovianskan. Slovianskan is a really, really good religion because I think there's one of these tenets allows you to more quickly convert counties. So basically, you need the culture and the religion to kind of like match, and you can use that to kind of like speed up the process of converting them. So we'll end up with a realm, the whole of Russia, by the end of her reign, assuming she leads a good long life, which, to be fair, has not been the case for her family so far. We're going to have a long reign, hopefully, by the time that's finished, without much expansion at all, but lots of raiding. She's going to become feudal. She's going to unify the Russian Empire under one religion. She's going to expand a little bit into these territories over here. That's the plan. That's what we're going to do, and I'm going to have a lot of fun doing it. I'm going to be playing it over the next week or so out. But that's where I said that I would get us to, and that's where this video series ends. If you've watched it, I hope you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe. Please like. Make some comments. Tell me what you would have done differently. All that kind of stuff would be much appreciated. And thank you very much. And that's the end. Bye-bye.